Let's see, number 9, which will admittedly sounds self-serving, is not having professional advisors, and those advisors not communicating, or if you do have advisors, those advisors not communicating amongst each other well, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, these numbers, in a sense, what prompted us. I mean, we enjoy working together anyway, but prompted us to really have this dialogue, because there's a lot of let's start with just the professional advisors first. There's a lot of free services out there. There's LegalZoom. In the investment world, you have a lot of robo advisors out there now, where you can just go on and make your own investments. But those people aren't, there's no backing behind those systems who are educated in those areas, or they're very generic. You can't really customize them to your particular situation. And so not having a professional advisor who specializes in the client's particular situation, because no situation is alike, could be detrimental. And with regards to the advisors not working together, this is a big problem, because I run into scenarios a lot where either I'm the investment advisor and they have an insurance person, or I'm the insurance advisor and they have an investment advisor. And both of us may be doing the same, can do the same work and can be giving the client different advice. So if we're not communicating, not only are we going to be more likely confusing the client, the advice can be contradictory. And, a lot of times when there's contradictory advice and the client is confused, they decide not to implement anything whatsoever, which is, just as detrimental as implementing the wrong thing. And also with respect to working with, an estate planning attorney like yourself, our worlds are very interrelated. There's a lot of times where the estate planning attorney, will work on the legal side, but need financial vehicles in order to, implement some of the things that they're trying to do on the legal side, and vice versa. And so having the advisors sit down in the same room together, or nowadays the virtual Zoom room, it just creates confusion. It could create duplicity, and create what could be a simple situation much more complex than it needs to be.
I would piggyback on that by just saying that philosophically, we view this stuff as a team sport. We don't want to work with people who are going to silo themselves and not collaborate, because it all is interrelated and it doesn't do the client a service. It does them a disservice if everybody's working independently and not communicating with each other about your planning. So we try our best. Not everybody's on the same page about that.
And no one can be a jack of all trades. I have my CPA license and my law license, but I'm not doing the tax prep work or the estate planning documents for my clients. There should be people on as our team that specialize in those areas. And so that's important also.
Similarly, I have a master's of law in tax. I speak tax, but I don't prepare returns. So I wouldn't give the type of technical advice that I rely on when talking to a CPA. So
exactly, and CPAs are very important to be part of the conversation as well.
Yeah. That's a quick one. I mean, it does sound what it is, but we do, you and I do, I think, agree that it's a trifecta. It's a team sport, and it's a mistake to think otherwise and just go, with one of these professionals that are not talking together. Haimo.